Hello and welcome to REMORANDOM, the podcast. This week, Claudia's busy, and so we have a special mystery guest. Well, maybe it's not so much of a mystery by the time you get to this podcast. So, Melanie Jouffret, is that the correct pronunciation? Get to you later. Is my wife and my partner in all things, including REMORANDOM idea generation. And so without further ado, and from the other side of the apartment, I'm in the office, she's in the kitchen. We've just worked out some tech issues, which turned out to be my fault. And so introducing Melanie Jouffret. Hi, darling.
Hi, darling. Beautifully pronounced.
I know. Well, sadly now associated with sex offenders, but
yes. No, victim of the sex offender.
I know, but at least people, the silver lining, the silver lining is
no,
that
darling, you're going to have to cut that out.
There is no silver lining.
No.
So, readers, before we move on to Melanie, just remembering that the process of creating content for REMORANDOM is largely driven by you and your ideas. You read about something in one of the books and it reminds you of something else and you contact me, and then I do the research and do the writing and away we go. So the most prolific idea generator to date is Melanie. And I spent some time yesterday just capturing all of the ideas that she has provided us and which have turned up in the book, and I'll put that up in the edit, but there's 26 of them so far. It's pretty good. And for some reason, nothing in the first book, which might just mean that I ignored giving you the credit for those ideas.
Possibly.
But 26 and another couple slated for number 6. So everything from ant surgery to the Cloud Appreciation Society and so on. So I'll stick those up on the board. So, let's talk about that process a little bit, and then maybe you can pick a couple from that list that we can chat about. And then I also want to run some new ideas past you and just get a sort of applause rating.
A thumbs up.
A thumbs up.
Or thumbs
I mean, just
down.
explain to people where this conversation usually happens. I get a text with a link and it says, "Is this interesting?" And we
I don't even think I put, "Is this interesting?" I think I just send through a couple of words and I presume that you know what I'm talking about.
I do. In fact, there was something this morning. I can't even remember what it was. But
No, yeah, oftentimes I can't remember. It's either a thought that occurs to me or something I'm listening to on the radio, or but I can tell you what this morning's was.
Yeah.
Bear with me one second. Oh, tableau vivant.
So what is it?
Tableau vivant. Well, they were talking, and I'm often not even zeroed in on what I'm listening to exactly, but I had Radio National on, and it was the Michael Cathcart show, and they were talking about the Tivoli Theatre, kind of, vaudeville and
Right.
stuff. And my ears perked up at the they used to, and I haven't even looked into this, so I'm
It could be very uninteresting.
it could be
but
very uninteresting, but they'd have topless statues around the theatre, around the stage. That would have
Right.
to be verified where they were, but they were living women, but topless, and if they moved at all, it was deemed obscene, but if they stood absolutely still, that was
loophole.
a loophole. So that
All right.
was that
I'll
was
check that out.
Yeah.
So out of the 26 so far, which ones have you picked to sort of have a quick chat about?
Pebbling.
Pebbling. Oh, well, pebbling coincidentally was this morning's Substack post.
Yes. Well, the smell of rain. What was the other one I was thinking of? Hold on.
Light as a feather, you
Oh,
told
light
me.
as a feather. Yeah. Light as a feather, light as a feather, stiff as a board. That's one of
Well,
my
which one do you want to
favorites.
start with?
That one.
Okay. So first of all, explain what it is.
Well, you in your story, you've got, and I guess maybe it's more traditional, but what we used to do when we were young, sort of between the ages of about 10 and 13-ish, when we had sleepovers with a group of girls, we would, at night, after everybody's gone to bed, and it was kind of spooky time, we would choose the body, somebody was to be the body, and the rest of us, say four or five of us would be sort of perched around or sitting around the body, and with two fingers with two hands under.
Yeah.
No, what, two fingers of two hands.
Oh,
so
two hands. Yeah,
yeah.
right. So four fingers. Yeah.
And put them under where we were sitting. And there was somebody, the person at the head would be cradling the head, and they would start the kind of the rhyme.
Incantation.
Oh, the incantation, that's right. And it would start, in our version, it was, she looks pale, and everybody would repeat, she looks pale, she looks pale, she looks pale, she looks sick, she looks sick, she looks sick, and it would go on. There were a few others. And then the last one was she looks dead, she looks dead, she looks dead. Oh, no, and then she is dead. And then it would be rise. And we would just lift the body up. And I know that, the physics kind of explains it, and it's supposed to explain it, but it's still not explained in my head because I still have that.
So the physics being that if everyone is doing it at exactly the same
the weight
time,
is spread, but you'd feel something on your fingers. But the sense, I remember the sensation so kind of vividly that there was no weight. Like it was literally felt like it was levitation.
Such was the excitement and adrenaline in your system.
Or there was
and
magic.
The marshmallows that you'd eaten. Such was the quantity of marshmallows and the anticipation for the movie marathon
and
the creature from the Black Lagoon that was about to start playing.
No, it was a real sensation that body was absolutely weightless. And so I get the science, but there's still a little part of my brain that sort of says that doesn't explain what we experienced.
Yeah.
And I know it's impossible, like that sort of levitation is impossible, but that's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like. Well, yeah, do you remember in the story, it kind of, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. The Diary of Samuel, is it Pepys?
Yes. Pepys?
Pepys?
Yeah.
I think it might be Pepys.
Okay.
Anyway, so apparently, this all started around...
Can I just say that I'm usually the pronouncer in the couple and the speller? But I think you're probably right.
Wait a minute. I'm the proofreader for Bondi Observer, not you. But it was about around the time of the plague. And so apparently death was kind of on the mind of the children. And that's why it's not surprising that they had this like dead person floating game.
Yeah, but it was one of those things that, one of those nice things that has been, been done by sort of centuries worth of young children, mostly girls, as you say.
And I'm just remembering, Ring a Ring a Rosie.
Yeah.
That's about death too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, we didn't go near that one.
Those kids were morbid. They needed to lighten up a bit.
Yeah, no, that is still a very powerful sensation. And anyway, so I thought that would be
light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a good one. What's next?
Well, I was really drawn to the idea of pebbling because it was just something that my friend...
Well, first of all, explain what it is.
Oh, pebbling. Well, it's penguins, like the male penguin sort of looks at a potential mate and brings a little pebble. And if she...
Not any pebble, though, right?
No, not any pebble.
Yeah.
I forget what specifically
a special
about a special pebble.
Very specially selected pebble. Yes, go on.
Specially selected pebble, and would lay it at the feet of the female penguin. And if she was interested, then they would gather the pebbles together and they would make a nest. But the term has become used for something that I thought it was just because I hadn't thought beyond it. But I have a very good friend with whom we exchange reels on Instagram, and to make each other laugh. And we kind of know what will make each other laugh. And of course, now we've been doing it for so long, and I guess our algorithms have synced somewhat. And so we're often sending the same thing back and forth. Yeah. But it's such a nice little idea. Like, I'm thinking of you. And this friend of mine moved away during COVID, so doesn't live here. So it's a particularly nice thing to sort of just like have that little ding in your, that little thing pop up in your feed, that someone's thinking of you, and likewise going the other way.
I like it because I'm lazy, right? And so, writing a letter or a postcard or a phone call, heaven forbid,
Yeah. Yeah.
But, just curating a thing and matching it to somebody and sending it, you're done. You're done
Well, I love sending
you're
them
done
to-
in 20 seconds.
Yeah. And I love sending it to you when we're sitting on the couch.
I know.
And I know what's going to
Usually
make
in
you laugh.
usually there's three things, two of which are normally funny, and the third of which is like, well, really? What's that about?
Say the same thing.
Well, of the three, there's always interspecies animal play.
Yeah. There's always a dog.
A dog cuddling a bird, or an otter being friends with a
dog
whale.
just dog being dog.
Life is better with a dog. Should we do that T-shirt? Just by the by, because I could do that.
Yeah.
Life is better with a dog.
Yeah.
So
So the pebbling thing. So it's it's one of those things where you just think you're doing something, and as I say, not really thinking much beyond that, but that it is a thing. And there are people for whom it's actually very important. It might be, that came out in the story,
neurodivergent
community, finding it very useful. And, and it's just a nice thing. And it's such a lovely word.
Yeah.
And that it kind of comes back to the penguin. And
penguins are
we love penguins.
Always a hit.
Yeah.
And the mixtape is the kind of quintessential
Yes.
cluster of pebbles, don't you think?
Yes. You never made me a mixtape.
Well, it would have bread. It would have Jackson Brown. So I have a feeling that it wouldn't be appreciated.
No.
And your third topic.
Oh, I just wanted to touch on that sort of the smell of rain, because, again, that was just something that I hadn't thought. Everybody must love this, but it's one of those very powerful.
So there's a word for it, right? Petrichor.
Yeah, petrichor.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful thing, and it's just so sort of evocative and
once again,
wonderful.
Just explaining what it is. It's this. I mean,
when it's particularly after a hot, dry day, when everything, the road is hot, the ground is hot, and the rain hitting it just creates this sort of very powerful sort of smell, well, perfume really, and it's wonderful. It's delicious, in fact, and but I love that. So then I loved finding out that it was actually a thing, and there's a chemical reaction, and in fact, it's I think it's an important chemical reaction. Like, it's evolutionary. It benefits us and some other animal.
I think they tried to make a perfume out of it in India.
They tried to make
as well.
a perfume out of it. I would
But
wear that.
yeah, and the
no,
word.
I think that you can. You can buy. I think somebody has made a perfume of it, but it's very, very, very special, and I'm imagining expensive.
Earth's perfume.
Yeah.
The word petrichor was made up by the researcher
He
who
was an
wrote about
Australian
it.
researcher,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And it's constructed from the ancient Greek petra, meaning rock, and ichor, the ethereal fluid that is the blood of the gods in Greek mythology. So nice word,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yep. Yeah, it's a good word. And I love those things that I love those things that kind of like I hadn't, as I said, like the pebbling, I hadn't thought of it beyond, when I was smelling it after the rain or whatever. But then you realize that it's a big thing. It's one of those things that makes you kind of feel connected to the
Yeah.
to the world and the
All right. Well, I'm
people
going
in it.
to sort of read a list of new ideas just to get a sort of temperature rating from you. I don't think
I'll see if I can mimic.
hide your disdain.
No, I'll see if I can mimic your kind of when I run an idea past you and you have a particular look that's very, yeah, nah, yeah, nah.
Well, well, not everyone's going to be watching this as a video, so you might have to
No.
do some tisking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, teddy bears.
Uh,
The whole Teddy Roosevelt.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, maybe.
Cable ties. Well, this might
Oh.
be again. Well, it's one of the. It's one of
you'd
those
have to
very
sell. You'd have
brutally
to sell me
functional
on
things.
it. Yeah,
Right.
it's because I do like those things. I do like the things where they're ubiquitous. And I hate cable ties. It's something I hate. But then sometimes they've got an interesting story behind them. So
And you're not in law enforcement because
no.
they're very useful.
Yes. What's
Now
wrong?
you don't have to
What
fiddle
happened to the
around with keys and handcuffs
What
anymore.
happened to the handcuff?
No, they were fiddly. Now you can just zip, the whole family.
Well, why can't they? Why do they have to use the single-use cable ties?
Oh, that's right. You want
Yeah. No.
you want to buy.
I would say no to the cable tie only because it's going to be hard to say yes or no to anything because there might be a story that I don't
Right.
know about,
Okay.
but I hate cable ties.
Mushroom mycelium networks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steinway pianos. I mean, in the spirit of like Stradivarius violins, it's kind of a
Yeah.
German New
Yeah.
York thing. And,
Yeah. I guess it's nice to know the story behind a name we all know so well.
Interesting octopus facts. Well, we're a bit
Yeah.
obsessed with
Yeah, we are.
octopi at the moment because
It was octopuses, by the way, not
Octo-
octopi.
right. Because our daughter's just made one in silver, which we're gawking at a lot. But yeah, there's lots of things about
They are an
octopuses.
incredible animal.
And tasty.
Oh, don't! We don't eat octopus.
Really tasty. Butter versus margarine. Was that your idea?
I think so, but I'm not that sold on it.
Because I thought we might be able to get Pepe Sayer to chime in with some interesting facts about cultured butter or whatever. QAnon.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. By the way, on the whole pop culture thing, I know we had a conversation about this yesterday, but I refuse to write about the 6'7" men.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Even though, that's a thing.
Yeah.
And you threw the pet rock back at me
No,
as
not
an
the pet
example.
rock, the Gen Z stare.
Of the Gen Z stare.
Yeah, no,
But-
the pet rock came up in the collectibles, the Labubu.
Oh, the
conversation.
Labubu. Yeah, I don't want to write about Labubu either.
No.
But what did I write about that's a bit Labubu-ish? Well, Tamagotchi.
Well, that was the collectible things.
Yeah, like does it in 20 years when people are reading these books, or 50 years, will it be interesting to read that there was this fad about buying pet rocks? Maybe, but the 6'7" thing,
No.
just because some
Yeah.
rapper said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, kintsukuroi. That's the Japanese when something breaks, they kind of celebrate the break by
Yeah.
repairing it with gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Uh, the times they are a changin'. That Bob Dylan song. It's been covered by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is that enough to make it an interesting thing? Remembering that people are kind of reading this and not necessarily hearing this
Yeah.
unless they.
Well,
So
I
I'm not.
guess it was very impactful, but I can't. It doesn't jump out at me
Right.
as a. I love the song, but as an idea, I'm not so sure.
Groundhog Day.
Uh,
Well, it's very associated with the movie now,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Cool Runnings, which is a
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
but it's
Maybe.
actually maybe.
Yeah.
Pavlova. And if I write about Pavlova, is it about the controversy about
New
is it
Zealand or Australia?
or is
Australia.
it actually a recipe? Remembering that we did your marshmallow recipe
Yeah.
in
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure I could say that was my marshmallow recipe, but I did make marshmallows.
but wait a minute, we haven't had them for a long time. It's another one of those things that you've
So that was a
forgotten.
COVID. You haven't had my sourdough bread either.
Can we remember to buy you a notebook where you write down the things that you cook so that we have a record of them?
Yeah, but you'll have to write them down because I told you I don't have the kind of brain that would stick to that.
So you're not putting your hand up for the pavlova recipe.
No.
What else have I got? I've actually got a kind of a long list, but a lot of it is, Blitzkrieg. We do a lot of World War II,
Yeah. No.
WW2, the IKEA effect. ChatGPT gave me that idea.
Oh,
I have to check what it is and if it's a real thing. The Citroen DS, although I wrote about the Volkswagen Beetle for
Yeah.
the next book, so we don't want
Yeah.
two cars in one
no.
book. Santa Claus, maybe not. Did the as a sort of a funny aside, you know how we did the Elf on a Shelf,
Yeah.
the Elf on the Shelf, the Elf on a Shelf for Memorandum 5. One of my biggest fans is a 10-year-old girl, the daughter of our barber. Both of our barbers, actually. Both of us.
He calls himself a hairdresser when he cuts my hair.
Right. So I said, Frankie, did Ivy like the new book? And he said, I haven't given it to her yet. I said, why? And he said, because she still believes in Elf on a Shelf and I don't want her to read that chapter. So, which really disappointed me.
Well-
I don't give the books away willy-nilly,
No.
even though I got a haircut for the book.
I think our friend, my pebbling friend, suggested gluing those 2 pages together.
With hair gel.
Yes. I didn't know that Elf on a Shelf was such a thing here.
Yeah, well, our kids are too old for us to have been sucked into that one. Although we do have Halloween happening this week,
Yeah.
and we will walk around the neighbourhood and be amazed at how much trouble.
Yeah, they're going to more
neighbours
and more
have gone.
trouble. Yeah, it's great.
So in my call sheet for today, I've got Remo runs current ideas list past Melanie. Melanie reacts and adds some of her own. But have you got anything?
Well, I think I gave it to you already. What did I say before? That one that
Right.
the tableau vivant.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I've got anything else.
Anyway, this is how it comes together, and Melanie's our star contributor because You just got to turn up.
It's good. Well, your brain does that. Once you start thinking, your brain does kind of start to capture ideas.
Interestingness. That's my favorite kind of
Oh, I was
conversation.
going to tell the if story,
Oh, yeah.
the poem, and it's the power of the poem. Should
So
I
that's
tell it?
tell it. It's in the current
Yeah,
version
so
of the book.
the poem "If," which many people know, the Rudyard Kipling poem, which my father gave to our daughter Lola when she was very young, and she memorized it, and he had it framed for her and whatever. Anyway, she now lives in the Netherlands, and when my father was dying, he'd been pretty much catatonic for 3 days, and we were in the room with him, but Lola, of course, was not. And he was absolutely catatonic. But they did say to us that the hearing is the last sense to go, and we couldn't have said that that was the case or not. But then Lola called, and we put the phone to his ear, and she recited the poem, and he had tears running down his
I know.
face.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The
Yeah,
circularity of that.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it was special.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for that, darling. We're coming to the end of our time. I want to remind people to order our books. Nothing gives me more pleasure, as you know, than packing up those packs of 6. And
Yeah.
there's the latest one, the blue one. And please contribute your ideas through remorandom.com.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
or-
fun to think about those ideas, actually.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say my favorite conversation is when I describe the book for the first time to someone and the first words out of their mouth are
Yeah.
something like urinal flies.
Yes.
or,
Yes, it's great to see when their eyes light up and
Yeah,
they
'cause
like
they
razzle
know.
dazzle.
dazzle camouflage. Or that was from Hugh Ramage.
Oh, Mikiel's, the Daganash.
Dagen H,
Yeah.
when Sweden changed
Yeah.
driving on the left side of the road to the right. And then Hugh Ramage, most recently when we saw him a week or two ago, what was his Ornamental Hermits. Ornamental
yeah.
Hermits. Yeah. You'll have to wait for the next book for that. So
that
that's
was a good
all.
one.
Thanks a lot. See you next time.
Bye.
Probably
Thanks-
with Claudia.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the kitchen for a cup of tea.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.